What is good, YouTube, and welcome back to a brand new video. I hope you guys had a great weekend. Hope you guys had a good Thanksgiving as well, as we know that passed last week. Regardless, we're here on NBA 2K24 here to do something we haven't done in 2K24. We've done it in the last couple 2Ks, obviously. But here today with my first expansion rebuild in NBA 2K24. And today we're going to be doing it with the Las Vegas Venom. We all know it's probably going to be Seattle and Las Vegas that get the expansion teams when it does end up happening. And I can't wait till that does happen because it's going to be a lot of fun. Other than that, let's go ahead and jump in to our first expansion rebuild of 2K24. Before we get into today's video, make sure you guys drop a like on this one. And of course, subscribe if you are new to this channel. As always, greatly appreciated. We're on the road to 50,000 subs. And if you are new around here, hello, my name is Crushables. As you can see, I'm a rebuilder here on 2K. The way I love to do 2K rebuilds is try to be as realistic as I possibly can be. So if you enjoy realism in 2K rebuilds, I'm your guy. Go ahead, hit that subscribe button. But as I said, today we're going to be doing our first expansion rebuild of 2K24. We did a few last year. We even did a 10-year one last year, so we may do that again if you guys want to see it. But let's get straight into the things. The way I'm going to do this one today is I'm not actually going to draft my team. I'm going to let the CPU draft our team, and we're going to see what we're going to be working with after that has taken place. So let's go ahead, just get straight into the season, and let's see what 2K gave us as our expansion roster. I'm curious to see if we're going to have a good roster, an older roster, young roster. Like, obviously, good players are protected, but let's go ahead and see what this is looking like. So at the very top, Tower Hero. Okay, I can work with that. Tower Hero actually is a solid guy in 2K, so I can actually work with that. Injured in real life at the moment, but we also have Tobias Harris, Fred VanVleet's contract. Makes sense why the Rockets didn't protect that. Clay Capella, Dinwiddie, Harrison Barnes, Kevon Looney, Mike Conley, Isaiah Stewart, another young player, Max Strus, Isaiah Hartenstein, Alvarado, Marshawn Beauchamp. This actually isn't a bad roster. It's not bad. I actually don't mind this at all. I can work with it. So let's see. Hero, I think, gives us enough viewership. I mean, he's kind of a somewhat popular guy in the NBA, not like out of the crazy popular, but like obviously his name definitely has some interesting attraction to it. But we're gonna go ahead and just probably simulate year one number one without me doing too much of anything. So we could technically be a playoff team this year. This team is not bad at all. Like, it really is a solid team. We got a lot of bad contracts, a lot of salary, of course, on our roster at the moment, but that's all good. We're a 2.5 balance under Jake Thomas as our proficiency. Can we be a 3-star at least anywhere? We can be a 3-star 7 seconds. So we're all with that. We have a lot of good players, which is honestly at this point, I feel like we could easily stop at the trade deadline and already build up our draft capital, because like I think there's a lot of guys on this team that contenders might want to go get. Like, Capella is someone that teams would love to have. Fred VanVleet, maybe his contract, of course, is big. Tobias Harris is an expiring salary. Expiring contracts can be very important. Dinwiddie, $20 million might be tough to move. Harrison Barnes. There's definitely some guys here. Conley's contract, just noticed that. So I'm most likely going to stop at the trade deadline because I feel like we could easily move Capella for a first, but we'll see what happens. I'll see you guys at the deadline. I kind of want to see how good we are this season, because there is a world where we could actually be a playoff team this year. But as you guys should know by now, today's video is brought to you by PrizePicks. PrizePicks is a player props app that's available on mobile or desktop. How it works, they show you a bunch of sports. They have a bunch of sports on their platform, and you simply just pick between the stats that PrizePicks gives you, and you choose between 2 to 6 players. 2 players being 3 times your entry, all the way up to 6 players being 25 times your entry. So if you want to go over to Asar Thompson and you think he's going to go over 12.5 points tonight, you simply click the more on that. If you want to go to Tyrese Maxey and you think he's going to have a bad game against the Lakers, you simply click the less on that. It's that simple. It's you against the numbers. That's all there is to it. I've been using PrizePicks since 2021. I stand by it. It's a ton of fun. Use code Crushables down in the description below. There's a link. They match your first deposit dollar for dollar up to $100. Come join the fun here on PrizePicks. At the end of year number 1, LeBron James wins MVP, Victor Wembanyama Rookie of the Year, Cameron Thomas 6th Man, Nicholas Claxton Defensive Player, and Tyler Hero wins Most Improved. You might be wondering, why are we at the end of the season and not the trade deadline? Well, 2K drafted us a contender. We went 54-28. We're literally the first seed in our conference right now, which is kind of insane. Not something I really expected to see. But yeah, first seed in the East, which is absolutely wild. So let's go take a look at the player stats and let's figure out how this happened. So, I mean, it drafted a really good team, so I guess I'm not too surprised, but Hero leads the way with 22.5, 15 from Dinwiddie, 15 from Fred VanVleet, 14 from Tobias Harris, 11 from Harrison Barnes, and 10 from Mike Conley. I don't think we go out there and win a championship year number 1, right? Like, I highly doubt that's about to happen, but I guess it's possible. Diamond rotation, Fred VanVleet is cold, but let's get into it. So let's see if we can get out of round 1. We get the Cavaliers in round 1, and man, that regular season was all for nothing. I just couldn't justify making a bunch of trades at the deadline. We were the first seed in the West the East the whole season. So even Seattle made the playoffs, and they're in the second round right now, which is actually crazy. They might go all the way. I got to see what Seattle drafted. They have Giannis. Wait, no, that's I was about to say, how does, okay, Bucks are also in the, I was like, how did the Sonics get Giannis? Like, there's no way the Bucks didn't protect them. All right, let's see what the Sonics have. So they have Malcolm Brogdon, Bradley Beal, Gordon Hayward, Grant Williams, Mo Wagner, Zach LaVine, Rui Hachimura. Wow, I mean, just a solid team. I'm not really sure how this is a championship team, but hey, they made it with Mo Wagner as their starting center, which is pretty interesting. But let's see who wins it all. And it is going to be the Milwaukee Bucks. So both expansion teams were really good this season. Unfortunately, we were frauds, though, because we got bounced in round 1. We were playing the Cavaliers, though, so I guess I can't be too upset by it. But let's get straight to the lottery. This is going to matter for us, obviously. I thought about making a lot of moves at the deadline. I decided against it. Do I regret it? Somewhat, because I don't know. It felt like I shouldn't make any moves based off how the season was going. I know it'd be weird to fire my head coach after we just had such a good season, but his ratings aren't great, man. I'm firing him. I'm going to go ahead and do it. So, let's get Taylor Jenkins. You want to come coach in Vegas? He says no. I probably should have offered him more money. So, he's going to say no to that. We have Jacob Underwood. We have Michael Stauffer. We have anybody else? Will Hardy's out here. I don't know what. I mean, the Jazz always end up firing him for whatever reason. So, we'll get Will Hardy instead to be our head coach. Get ourselves a real head coach in this building. And then we'll just fill out the rest of this. So, not really sure what the next move's going to be. Not really sure what the direction is just yet. That whole season just threw me through a loop. I had no idea we were going to be that good. I thought we'd be like mid, but not as good as the regular season went. But when we fill this out, I'll see you guys with the next steps. So part of me wants to just make like a big move right off the bat with this team, and that guy would be LaMelo Ball. He'd bring a ton of excitement here in Las Vegas. Not really sure what the status would be in Charlotte with him. Like, I'm not sure if LaMelo is the type of guy that was like requested trade. He just got hurt tonight. I don't know how crazy serious it was, but we'll find out. Obviously, it was the same ankle as last year, I heard. So I want LaMelo, though. I think LaMelo Ball on this team would be incredible going forward. I'm going to throw anything I possibly can because I don't really have anybody here that I'm like set in stone to build around. Hey, if I can have LaMelo and Hero as my backcourt going forward, that's a great start in my opinion. So I'm going to try to go all in on LaMelo Ball. Now, am I going to be able to do this? I have no idea. I don't even think I have enough assets to do this, but we're going to try anyway. So, Hero, going to try to keep him out of the trade for now, but I don't think we have enough assets for this, to be honest. But let's start with Isaiah Stewart. Obviously, he's the one young guy we do have. Capella, I would try to keep in this scenario. I don't think I have enough for this. But we'll keep trying to throw some of these young guys we have in here. Max Strus, I mean, I could throw my 30th pick. There's no way they're accepting this. I don't even know why I'm trying this. So, yeah, this just, I doubt they accept. This seems like not enough for LaMelo at all, but maybe they think our picks are good enough. I mean, this feels like a highway robbery if the Hornets would accept something like this. I mean, LaMelo, maybe he requested trade. We give 3 first-round picks as is. I can't possibly offer this. This isn't good enough. They might even accept that because his status was at 4-star. I'll come back. I'll come back to LaMelo Ball. I don't feel like I have enough right now. I possibly could have fleeced them and got LaMelo, but that trade just seems so bad for him. I don't feel right by sitting that. So I'm going to go ahead and draft DJ Wagner here, though, with this 30th overall pick. He could actually be a really nice asset to throw in a trade like that for LaMelo. So I feel actually good about getting him at the end of the draft. So we'll sign DJ Wagner. We'll go ahead and sign our second rounder as well. Player option Marjol Beauchamp. Having him in the trade maybe would make me feel a little bit better as well. And then free agency. Obviously, we don't have cap space. We can sign like Mike Conley or Tobias Harris back, which I wouldn't hate. But let's see if I can still build out a decent trade for LaMelo and maybe it's a little bit better. I think having Beauchamp in there is going to be just a little bit better. And also DJ Wagner, who obviously could have some value as well. So 2-star Beauchamp. So both these guys being in here. And then I'll go Isaiah Stewart. And then I'll also throw in maybe just one of these guys is salary filler. Capella could be the salary filler, or Barnes, whatever it has. We'll go our 2025 and 2027. So 3 young players, Barnes is salary filler, and 2 first. They don't even accept that. So I'm actually kind of glad they didn't accept this. It feels like I need to work my asset pool up. So I'm not too upset with them saying no to that because I don't know if that even was a good offer. So LaMelo Ball is still highly on my radar, though, as somebody I want to get. I'm going to try to build up the assets by the deadline. So what can we give up that maybe gives us that? I mean, Capella, I guess he could be our starting center going forward. Looney and Capella as my center rotation actually feels good. I actually love that. Stewart and Aldama, I don't mind that as my power forward rotation for now. Barnes and Strus, two guys I'm not really locked into long term, but they're here for now. So I'm going to try to... I mean, I don't even know if they're really that valuable, though, if I try to trade them for picks. So I'll see what I get for Max Strus, but we'll just see what the offers are out there. I could potentially maybe see the Rockets continue to want to build up their roster. Of course, they're trying to win now as it is in real life. You know, kind of win now. Also have young Timeline as well. They signed Fred VanVleet, and they try to go get Brook Lopez. So I'm going to go ahead and take this first off them for Max Strus. We get Jock Landale's contract, so they give up a small first. We get Strus. That first could become something for us as well, which is why I'm also really cool with doing that trade. And I think at this point, we got to re-sign Tobias Harris. I think we could play him at the small forward spot and have him be the starting small forward going forward. So Tobias Harris will be back, and our roster is still going to be pretty interesting going into next season. We still easily could win, or easily could be a playoff team again next year. So I don't know if there's anybody else either I want to sign. I can sign Dinwiddie back, but I'm not really interested in that. So Tobias Harris is going to go ahead and start that 3 for us. So he'll go up to a small forward. And at the deadline, we'll figure something out. I'm kind of hoping that first round pick becomes really good. That could help us maybe get LaMelo. Also depends if the Hornets are bad next year. Fred VanVleet, somebody I don't really believe in long term as my starting point guard. I can maybe try to trade him as well, but for now, we're leaving him. So, this offseason not too eventful. We got a couple of guys in the draft, and then obviously re-signed Tobias Harris. That was pretty much it, and then traded Max Strus for a first. So, we'll figure out if that, gives us enough assets at the deadline maybe to get, maybe it's not even LaMelo Ball. Maybe somebody else becomes available that we can go get. So, he's still on my radar, though. We're just going to go into this next season. We were the first seed last year, made the playoffs, obviously got bounced out pretty disappointingly. So, let's just see how this regular season goes. We still have a good roster. So, I mean, we got a better coach now, I think. So, we should probably be a playoff team again. Packers going to land us at 26th overall, though, and we're 3-star balance, but I mean, with 7 seconds, we were doing really good. So I'm going to run 7 seconds again because it, as we saw, went really well last year. So we're going to go ahead, move Will Hardy to 7 seconds, and then let's look at our rotation. So Fred VanVleet, Hero, Tobias Harris, Isaiah Stewart, Capella, Kevon Looney, Beauchamp, Harrison Barnes, Alvarado. And then we can send like DJ Wagner and these guys down to the G. So we'll do that. So we'll have Alex and Wagner. Actually, I guess I got to sign one more player. So we're going to sign one more player, and then Wagner can also head down to the G League. So give me whoever, we'll just fill out the roster that we can send DJ Wagner down there. Okay, that should be it. And then I will see you guys hopefully at the trade deadline to make that, Las Vegas splash move to attract more attention to this franchise. So stopped at the trade deadline this time around this season. We're 39-13. We're the first seed in the West. And this time I'm looking to upgrade the roster rather than just stay complacent like I did last year. Hero is doing his thing. I mean, I guess he's got to be the guy going forward at that starting 2 spot. So we're not going away from him. He's been phenomenal. I'm not surprised to see this in 2K. He's just really good in 2K. So I'm looking to upgrade the point guard spot. Fred VanVleet is someone I don't feel comfortable being the starting point guard going forward. The rest of the roster, I'm not really sure we're going to do with them, but we're going back to the Hornets, man. The Hornets actually aren't bad this season, but I'm still going to talk to them because they're still going to go ahead and have their team intel on rebuilding. So if I can make a trade, that can happen where I get LaMelo Ball in this squad. Obviously, I got to do it. So again, we'll throw Isaiah Stewart in here. And then I don't know if that Nets pick is valuable that we got, but Wagner can be in here again. It might be tough. We'll probably can't have Alex in here, and then maybe Fred VanVleet has to be in here. He'd have 3-star trade value. 2025 first literally has no value. This Nets pick 1.5. So yeah, we still may not have enough. But Fred VanVleet being in this trade could be a game changer. So 2028, and then let's give me Amar Bailey, and then throw in maybe like Galloway. Or those are 2 ways. Sorry, Black Leaky. Are we gonna get one more player in here? Bryce McGowan's. Still don't have enough. Oh, we'd acquire. Or the Hornets would acquire too much. Okay, Fred VanVleet cannot be in the trade. Instead, maybe it's Harrison Barnes' contract still. Never mind. Trade's illegal for the... Okay. Is one... Maybe... Okay, there we go. So, we'll do something like this where... I mean, I wish I had another player that was just... Isaiah... No, we have Isaiah Stewart in here already. Beauchamp... He's got good trade value. Beauchamp would probably be really nice to be in this trade. Let's throw Beauchamp in here. Still think he'd be an excellent piece of this trade. I'll remove that 2025 first since it literally has like no value anyway. And then Barnes' salary. And then McGowan's could be in this trade. Okay. Let's see if they say yes to this. I don't know if they're going to. They don't agree. LaMelo Ball, probably not going to happen with the asset pool that we have. It was a dream scenario, but The Hornets aren't budging. They don't feel like this is a good trade for them, which is fair. We'll just try something else. Well, the next best point guard we can get, and I know for a fact we can get him, is De'Aaron Fox. I mean, he's 88 overall, 27 years old. We're contending at the moment, and the Kings are selling. I can see a world where eventually De'Aaron Fox maybe becomes available if they're bad enough. So we're going to try to get De'Aaron Fox on this squad. It would be also cool if he gets a bonus in a package deal, but that's going to... I mean, we have a bunch of salaries, so it's not like out of the realm of possibility. $80 million to be moved, though. That sounds kind of crazy. We're just going to try to get Fox. So we're going to have to throw Fred VanVleet's contract in here, which I'm totally okay with. And then, obviously, we have to throw as many picks as we possibly can in here. This is De'Aaron Fox we're talking about. He's really easy to get in 2K, which is kind of weird, but I'm not going to try to, like, fleece the Kings. I know I could fleece them easily right now, but I think De'Aaron Fox would be worth a ton. So I'm going to go ahead and offer what it would take to get him. So we'll go, and that's still not enough. Okay, we need... Okay, this trade is illegal. Kings must have... Okay, I guess we need one more player in here, maybe. Is that what we're doing? So, Grayson Allen. Okay, the Kings would acquire... Okay, I see what the problem is. All right, so $2 million. Beauchamp in here for Evan VanVleet's contract. So, Jalen Slauson. All right, so we got to throw in... Or, Kings would acquire... We got to throw someone in here cheaper. Beauchamp or somebody more expensive on this roster. So, Colby Jones maybe instead. Then we'll throw Grayson Allen in there again. Okay. So for Evan VanVleet, Margin Beauchamp, 3 first-round picks for De'Aaron Fox. They should say yes to this. It's really easy to get him in 2K. They agree. Fox is now our new point guard next to Tyler Hero. So now our backcourt is Fox and Hero, which is nice. The Kings were looking to move on from him, so now we have a legit backcourt. And we have Capella, Kevon Looney is our center rotation still. Tobias Harris is a starting small forward. It's not bad. Stewart at the 4. Don't love Stewart as my starting 4 necessarily, but it's not the worst thing in the world. So 39 and 13, just got better at the point guard spot. Hopefully the rest of the season goes fairly well. Luka wins MVP. Nikola Toppin, Rookie of the Year. Alex Sarr, 6th man. Evan Mobley, Defensive Player. And LaMelo Ball is your most improved. It really wanted him. We couldn't get him, but we got De'Aaron Fox instead, which is fine. Luka Doncic, Clutch Player. And Will Hardy, Coach of the Year. I'm going to be honest. I did not expect to be contending right away, but here we are. I thought I was going to be taking a slow approach in this rebuild, but 2K drafts me a contender, and we're already a contender. So... I mean, do we win a championship this year? Obviously, last year we got the first seed, but we got eliminated immediately in round 1. So hopefully that is going to be different here. But Fox and Hero led the way. They absolutely killed it for us. So 30 and 28. 16 from Tobias Harris. 13 from Isaiah Stewart. He's also shooting 32% from 3. So honestly, not bad. And then 10 points, 10 rebounds, obviously, from Capella. I was able to extend Alvarado and Looney at the extension deadline. So I was happy with keeping them as bench guys. But Capella was not willing to sign extension. I do want to bring him back, but I guess let's go ahead and see if we're going to win a championship this year. We get the 76ers who have OG Anunoby with Maxey now, which is a really nice addition with Embiid as well. Bench and role players outside of that is kind of lackluster, so maybe we can take advantage of that fact. So let's go ahead and see if we can not get bounced in round 1, please. And we are going to go to a game 7 in round 1. So... we're in Vegas in this game 7. It's going to be a close one. Joel Embiid, of course, is no easy task. Plus Maxey, can't forget about him. And we are going to go down to the wire. 3-point lead. 3-point lead still. All right, can we hang on and close them out? We do, barely. 55 in De'Aaron Fox, which is why we gave up as much as we did to get him. And now we get the Brooklyn Nets in round 2. Conley, Richardson, Mikal, Cameron Johnson, Claxton, Cameron Thomas. Solid team in Brooklyn. We are going to sweep them, though. So we're in the Eastern Conference Finals already, which is kind of wild to think about. But New York Knicks, Jalen Brunson, Grimes, RJ, Randall, and Robinson, and Amanda Quickly. We beat them, and we're in the NBA Finals. Wow. Absolutely absurd. Fox, Conference Finals MVP. We get the Thunder, though. Shea, Josh Giddey, Lou Dort, Jalen Williams, Chet Holmgren, Alex Sarr, and Case. By the way, he's still playing right now. So, I mean, the Thunder must not feel like he did anything wrong, or he literally played on Sunday, or I can't remember. Was it Saturday? I think it was Saturday. He literally played when the whole thing was going on. So I don't know. The league is investigating it. We'll see what happens. I haven't heard anything as I'm recording this. I'm recording this Sunday night, so maybe something comes out tomorrow as you guys are seeing this. I don't know. But let's beat them, and we are at it. We literally were 1 game away from winning a championship. We lose in 7 to the Thunder. Man, that sucks. LeBron James is going to retire a Laker. I'm cool with leaving that. Draft lottery time. Warriors get number 1, which is wild, and we get the 31st overall pick. Let's get straight to staff signing. Should stay the same. We just literally made it to the finals. We're 1 game away from winning a championship. Should have slowed it down. The Thunder are only going to get better, obviously. 31st overall pick. Don't know if I'm looking to do anything too crazy here, but obviously I would not mind making upgrades. Like, I'm not opposed to it. So Tobias Harris would be like the one guy I'd be like cool with. Actually, my forward spots, I'm not like totally happy with. I could definitely, I wouldn't mind upgrading my forward spots basically. So if there's a way to do such a thing, I would be open to it. I don't hate Tobias Harris going forward as the starting 3 though. I mean, he played really well last year. Stewart, I'm just not really sure if, he played pretty decent as well, but he probably isn't going to go up in overall by any means. So Wagner, I don't know if he's ever going to be able to do anything for us just because we're already a contender at this point. Although he could be a backup point guard next year for us. I'm not sure. But we're going to keep our options open. Maybe there is a power forward that pops up and get the 8th overall pick, which would be crazy. But I'm going to let the CPU draft whoever they want at 31st overall. And we're going to get Sasa Cerrone. And we also get OJ Chandler, who's 60 overall. So it's not going to wait. It's not waste our time. Okay. Qualifying offers. Let's see. We got Santi Aldama. Definitely want to bring him back. And then, of course, the other guy was Clint Capella. We're going to go ahead and re-sign him and Aldama. So we'll bring both of them back. So that is going to be taken care of there. So that's great. And then we have money to sign like another bench player if we want. But so Alvarado, Fox, and of course Wagner. We have Tyler Hero, Colby Jones, who we just got in that trade as well. Harrison Barnes, expiring salary. Definitely wouldn't mind using that. And Isaiah Stewart. So I think out of anything, I want to upgrade the power forward spot. Or the forward spot in general. So don't know where that comes from, but I'm upgrading my forward spot for next year. Looking at the Denver forwards, and to me, they're like the prototypical forwards I'd want on my roster right now. Either Aaron Gordon or Michael Porter Jr. Just two guys that aren't going to score too much, but obviously can play their role. So Porter is kind of my ideal trade candidate here. He shouldn't be like too hard to get. So Barnes contract, and I'm okay with including Stewart. And maybe I have to throw in Wagner in here or Colby Jones, whichever one I got to do. So Barnes, Stewart, Colby Jones for Porter. They are going to say no to that. I'm going to try to include a couple of seconds and see what they say. They still say no. I'll go 3 seconds. They still say no. Okay. 1 second. And I'll also throw Cerrone in here who I just drafted. And they agree. So just like that, we have Michael Porter Jr. as our brand new either starting 4 or starting 3. So Porter, someone I don't trade for that often, which is why this is kind of fun. I mean, Porter is 6'10", so I'll play him at the 4. So Harris and Porter is going to be our forwards, which is nice. All right, so this will be our rotation next year. It's going to be Fox, Alvarado, and we can go ahead and move Mr. DJ Wagner to the 2, and he's even going to go up. So hopefully with the G League experience, he might even go up more with player progression. So let's see if that is going to actually be the case. I would get our full feel for our rotation next year. So one game away from the championship, upgrade with Michael Porter. Wagner's up to 78. So already we have ourselves a really good backup shooting guard, which is nice. Aldama and Alvarado don't move at all, which is okay. But starting 5, really solid. Definitely different. I mean, 2K pretty much built this roster. I've literally just kind of added on to the edges. I didn't expect this to be this easy, though. I was not prepared for that. So 2K, thank you for the head start. Next time, I might actually pick my team because I didn't know 2K could draft contenders. This is my first time doing an expansion rebuild this year. So noted for next time that I might actually draft my team and try to like start fresh and draft a bunch of young guys instead of guys that are going to help me contend immediately. So Power Kick only has 16, so that's higher than last year, and we still got the first seed. So Fox, Hero, Tobias Harris, Michael Porter, Capella. I like that starting unit a lot with Looney, Wagner, Aldama, Alvarado. Let's see what happens. Hopefully we repeat as the first seed in the West again. And maybe this year we go all the way and bring a championship to Vegas. So at the end of this season, we went 65-17. After everything we've done so far, I'm hoping this is the rewarding spot. Whoa. Ibu Baji made an all-rookie second team. That's cool to see. But we are the first seed in the West or East again. So hopefully things pay off this year. We've been the first seed every season so far. And obviously I'm hoping this time we are going to come out here and win this championship. Charlotte Hornets. And round 1, we tried to get LaMelo from them earlier. Now they have Jalen Brunson. Let's somebody curve around against them, and we are going to beat them in 6. That was a tough series, but we get it done. And now we get the 76ers with OG Anunoby, Kisper, Isaiah, Joel Embiid. Should be an interesting team in Philadelphia to beat. We beat them last year. Can we do it again? We're down 3-1 to them, and we are going to be in a 2-3 series. We got to win game 6. We want any chance to maybe force a game 7. And have a chance to beat them on our home floor. But right now, it's not looking like that's going to happen. And it's back to the drawing board, ladies and gentlemen. So 3 first seeds in a row has resulted in no championship just yet. Did result in an NBA Finals appearance once. The Sonics look like they've fallen off, and it looked like they were a lottery team. Our pick goes to the Kings this offseason. Obviously, I'm not looking to do anything too crazy this offseason. I think we just got unlucky. I think next year we can easily get right back into the thick of things and be a contender again. So as long as guys aren't going to regress like crazy, I think we should be fine. Wagner might even go up in overall as well. Here were your, let's go to free agency. De'Aaron Fox, obviously, a must re-sign. No brainer there. We just traded a lot to get him, so we bring him back. No questions asked. So Fox, welcome back to the squad. And then we got Gabe Vincent, Bogdan, and then Thibault. Do we want to sign anybody in free agency? Alvarado, DJ Wagner. I wouldn't mind signing Thibault. Why not? Let's go ahead and bring Thibault in. He's the best small forward we can get. Love what he's done for Portland this year. He's been a really good shooter. Hopefully get a first for him because his shooting's been really good this year. But let's go to player progression and let's see what happens. Is Wagner going to go up? Alex is back. Wagner's up to an 81. Tobias Harris is starting to go down. He's 34 at this point. I mean, we could try to trade Tobias Harris, but I probably just feel like we'll probably keep him. I mean, what did he do last year? He averaged 14 points. Wagner averaged 16, 17 from Michael Porter. So really solid season last year. Just run it back. It's simple. Run it back, and we'll win a championship next year. I think we can get another first seed. Wagner got even better, which is nice. So he's going to be a really good six-man for us. But obviously, he's behind good guards with Fox and Hero. 4 stars, 7 seconds. It's just a matter of the luck of the draw at this point. I'm also going to shrink my bench utilization down to 40. And we'll have guys, our starters, play a bunch of minutes. And we'll hope this is the year that things click for us. The DJ Wagner off the bench averages 22 points per game and wins 6th man of the year. I think it's safe to say he was the 6th man of the year. Absolute amazing efficiency as well off the bench. Might have found our next Lou Williams low key, which is really nice. Once again, coach of the year 16-20. We made the All-NBA first team again, or made the first seed. I don't know why I said All-NBA first team. Sorry. But first seed in the East, once again. I keep wanting to say West. I apologize. But Eastern Conference, first seed. Fox averages 27, 23, and 22. 17, 13.5, 8, 10, and 2 blocks. If this ain't our year, I don't know what is. Philadelphia's not even in the way this time. They've been the team that's given us some problems. But we do get the Bucks, who have Giannis and Dame still, which is funny because the Blazers and the Bucks play today. And I didn't watch the full game, but I was like watching bits and pieces of it, and we were up big time. And then I look, and it's like a 2-point game. I'm like, yep, that's typical Blazers. So somebody current round against them, and hopefully we can take care of them. We beat them in 5, so we don't even have to sweat that one, which is great. Now we get the Raptors. Have James Harden. They have Grady Dick, Jakob Poeltl, Siakam, Barnes. So Saban leads their starting point guard, though. It is a washed James Harden's down to an 82 overall. He's averaging 13 points in the playoffs, so not your typical James Harden. Somebody current round against Toronto, and we are going to be in a sweat matchup with them. But we beat them in 6, and now we get the Celtics, which Boston's never fun to play. They got Garrett Diallo, Derek White, Brown, Tatum Porzingis, Darius Bazley, Jordan Walsh, Jared McCain. We're going to be in a tie series with them. We're up 3-2. Do we beat them in 6? Please don't sweat at game 7. Yes, we did. Okay, and now for the Thunder. The team that beat us a couple years ago, but they no longer have Josh Giddey. Okay, interesting. I mean, that could be the case in real life if things, prove to be true. Chet Holmgren, man, by the way, has been phenomenal this year. I want to do a video on him. I'm not really sure how I want to do it just yet. Not really sure I can do a Thunder rebuild at this moment. Kind of waiting for the Josh Giddey thing to settle itself, but once that does, I want to see what I can do with Chet and Shea, man. Like, these two right now, they're the foundation of the Thunder. Game 1, though, down 1-0. Game 2, of course, we're going to lose to the Thunder. Why would we beat the Thunder? Like, that just never ends up happening. So let's see if we can win game 3. It's a close game, but it looks like we're going to fall short. So the Thunder are annoying to play. That's basically the basis of it all. So can we come out here and beat them? And we are going to fall short to the... Well, I mean, we got to win this one, and we're not going to. 126-131. Wow. Two NBA Finals appearances, and we're going to lose. Well, I mean, all right, let's see what happens. 134-136. You know what? I'm going to play it out. Why not? I'm going to choke this away for us. Let's do it. I'm probably going to end it here anyway because I'm not going to lose to the Thunder every year. The Thunder are just really annoying. I'm going to op all the computer. I have no shame. All right, Shea is getting a screen from Alex Sarr. Okay, Shea, midi. He's got Alex Sarr open. He decides not to pass to him, but now he's got Bull wide open. He's going to hit it. So we're down 2. Not great. All right, let's see if I can find a way to respond. I'm going to go to Tower Hero here, and I'm just going to go ahead and drive. Just kidding. Give me a screen. Who is this anyway? That is Kevon Looney. Okay, I just really couldn't tell for some reason. Tower Hero, wide open 3, and I'm going to miss it. I was a little behind the line. Probably should have not been that far back. But we're going to lose to the Thunder, and that is the story of it all, which is what happens. 2 finals appearances in a row, or not in a row. 2 finals appearances, we're going to lose to the Thunder. We're going to need a 3. I'm going to go to Hero again. Let's see if I can hit a 3. Just kidding, that's too far back again. Capella, I definitely don't want to run a screen and roll with Capella. Let's just go to Tower Hero, hoist up a 3, and we're going to hit it. All right, make things interesting. I don't know why I could have done that earlier. So, let's just foul Shea, although, you know, obviously Shea is a really good free throw shooter, so he's probably going to knock these down. But hey, if you want to miss one, I would take it. We have 1 timeout left. I can keep trying to hit 3s with Hero, and maybe I can get lucky, but most likely I'm going to miss eventually, but it's whatever. So let's go ahead and see if we can hit 1 more 3 to make things interesting. All right, I'm going to go to Hero off the timeout. Give me a screen, someone. Let's see. Fox is going to try to get the ball. I'm going to go to Hero here. Hero hoisting up a 3. Bad shot, and that is going to be your ball game. We're going to lose the Oklahoma City Thunder again, which really sucks. It is what it is, but I wonder if I click somebody around if things would have went better for us. No, we still lose. Okay, Shea's your finals MVP. The Thunder win. I'm going to end it there. I'm a rage quitter today, I guess. The Thunder just had my number, and I'm not trying... Do I go one more? No, I'm not. I'm done. Thank you guys for watching. Oklahoma City owns me. I'll see you on the next one. If you guys want to see like a 10-year like expansion rebuild with the Sonics, let me know down in the comment section below. I think that'll be a ton of fun. I'd probably draft it this time. That way my team isn't good immediately. But unfortunately, can't win them all. This is Crushables. I'm saying peace. Thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure you click here to watch another video that I know you'll love.